mentioned, in terms of the top leadership in the federal,
This is how bad it is.
the leadership is just cutting rough.
John, I got to talk to you about this because we were just learning tonight. Dozens of Secret Service agents will be quarantined after Trump's Tulsa rally. What do you know about that? What can you tell us?
Well, we know that there were 8 advanced people who tested positive for the coronavirus and 2 Secret Service agents involved in that rally. Naturally, those agents come in contact with a lot of other people.
Watch this one. He doesn't even look at him. See if he looks at him at all.
It should not be a political issue. It is purely a public health issue. Forget the politics. Look at the data.
Thermo testing everywhere you go. Period.
Dozens of Secret Service agents will be
What, real deal?
as a precaution after President Trump's rally in Tulsa. Also, the governors of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut joining together today, issuing a travel advisory regarding
Oh,
people visiting
boy.
states that are now coronavirus hotspots to quarantine for 14 days. Let's discuss now. CNN's White House correspondent John Harwood joins us. Dan Rather, he is the president and CEO of News and Guts and host of The Big Interview on Access
Dan Rather's
TV.
dead.
Good evening to both of you, gentlemen. Dan, I'm going to start with you because Florida, Texas, California...
He's looking in the eyes. This one's up in the air. He's in the eyes. He's in the eyes. Eyes up in the air.
We're just going to let it happen.
Eyes.
Where's the leadership, Dan?
Well, that is the question. Where's the leadership? And the answer so far is pretty much nowhere. You know, Don, we've had a lot of crises in our nation's history, and we've had them during my lifetime. There have been times when even the existence of the United States was in question. Start of World War II, some moments during the Cold War. But we've never...
He's not teleprompting that, huh?
...had a crisis situation in which the leadership just struck their shoulders.
Look at his eyes. He's reading. He's reading.
MIAs, missing in action.
He's reading.
More brutally put, the president and his Republican
Eyes. Eyes.
Fucking run in the face of this adversary, this terrible virus.
And he's
We've
reading.
never had anything quite like this in our history. What's needed is leadership somewhere that persuades the public.
We have no leaders right now. None of them.
And inspires the fellow Americans.
You better off me running this goddamn place.
This is the
For
reality
real.
right now. This thing is not going away. It's surging, spiking in many places in the country. That's
See the eyes? See the eyes rolling? Look at him, Bong.
and the doctors, not to the politicians, because as I mentioned, in terms of the top
And then watch them pop it off.
government in many states,
Right?
the leadership is just cutting off.
John,
Pop it
I gotta
off.
talk to you about this because we were just learning tonight. Dozens of Secret Service agents will be
Eye
quarantined
contact.
after Trump's Tulsa rally.
Eye
What do you know about
contact.
that? What can you tell us?
Up in the air.
Well,
Teleprompt.
we know that there were 8
Teleprompt
advanced
forward
people
to you.
Who tested positive for the coronavirus and 2 Secret Service agents involved in that rally. Naturally, those agents come in contact with a lot of other
Zombie.
people, and so
Player.
Player. Respect
All
for
players.
what public health officials call for, people who've been in contact with those infected
Oh,
agents
boy.
are going to be
Now
quarantined.
we're in trouble.
So it just
Oh,
illustrates.
what's we got here? Fox. What's Fox doing for a living?
To lawmakers to cut $1 billion from the NYPD budget, joining nationwide calls to defund the police after George Floyd and other black suspects were killed by officers.
Black people depend on us defunding the NYPD and investing in the kinds of infrastructure that actually makes a difference, that actually creates safety, not just for some people.
In Washington, the U.S.
Black
police
people
were
depend on
metal
us.
fencing at St. John's Church in Lafayette Park
Yeah,
to
this
defend
is
against
getting...
further vandalism and destruction, securing historical sites and areas where protesters have attempted to set up more camps. And the Department of Interior released video showing Park police under attack during protests, saying more than 60 officers have been injured, some needing surgeries. They'll soon be getting support from hundreds of National Guard troops being mobilized to help prevent any more defacing or damage.
Those activities will continue. These people are exceptional, they're dedicated, and they are dealing with a savagely...
Oh, God. It's all so bad. All the way around.
It's not just the number of cases, it's how fast they're rising. And we've been working very
These
hard.
clown face guys say 11th hour Brian Gumbel, right? Brian Williams.
demographics to appeal to Black Americans and Hispanics and Asian Americans, and he's going back to that. That's what he has. We haven't seen sort of a strategy other than that for him to go back to what he was talking about.
I hate to say it, but Trump's the one that's actually...
Robert Costa, smart writers
There
like
he
the
is.
three of you have theorized that the president never learned
Look at all eye
to
contact.
talk about the virus because
See
he
that?
is, of course, famously empathy
Right.
challenged. And now he would like very...
Is that where we're at? Where was it?
Instead, Shannon?
No, I don't want.
All right, Rick Leventhal there in New York. Thank you.
Oh, here.
Place where it was over 40 days and now
Oh, they got rid of him. They got rid of him. They got rid of Mr. I know eye contact.
Mayor Adler, Texas was
And slavery. Plus, a 60-year-old progressive Democratic state senator was allegedly
God.
assaulted.
It's
left
all
lying
Nazi
on
news.
the
I don't care
ground
what it
after
is.
doing
All
this,
Nazi news.
daring to take a picture of the protesters. So
Lies.
what does the mob want? Where will this all end? Let's discuss with Fox News contributor Leslie Marshall, townhall.com senior writer, Julio
Again, all eye
Rosas,
contact.
and author of the upcoming book, How Trump is
But
Making Black
eye
America
contact
Great
don't mean
Again.
I'm not lying.
Chris Cooper, welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Hi, Shannon.
Oh.
Okay, so let's start there with where Robert Johnson left off, saying, listen, people who think that they're doing these things to benefit the Black community, this is, he says, it's not going to help put another Black child through college or give them an opportunity to be out there destroying your cities and tearing down statues. I mean, of course, he sounds like, he said at one point, Black people are sort of laughing at you white people who are doing this.
Well, one of the problems here is that none of the conversation talks about what it is that's really, really critical, the genesis of much of the civil rights movement starting in the 1950s and 60s, and that was economic opportunity. What are we doing to make it better, easier, and possible for Black Americans like other Americans to succeed in this country? Our president has actually been focused on that like a laser.
That's out of control.
The conversation we're having right now,
Out of
it's
control.
almost completely ignoring that.
Okay, so let's talk about what happened in Wisconsin last night, because a lot of people say, protesters there are ignoring things like that one of the statues they beheaded and threw in the river was an abolitionist who fought for the Union. That's among the many things that happened last night. We also had this state senator who went out there, said he was working late at the Capitol, and just wanted to take a picture.
You need to get your heads out of your ass.
He's very progressive himself. He said to the Washington Post, I'm a gay progressive Democrat who has been working on these issues for decades. Here's some video of what he says happened last night.
What?
So somebody called him an ambulance.
What?
He says, I took this pic. It got me assaulted and beat up, punched, kicked in the head, neck, and ribs, maybe concussion, socked in left eye's a little blurry sore, neck and ribs. 8 to 10 people attacked me. Innocent people are going to get killed. The Capitol's locked.
So you better have a picture, motherfucker.
Please.
Please.
Leslie, how does this end?
Badly, America. Badly. Yep, pretty much.
Start to see the cases decline.
They got it, Mr. No, Mr. I No Contact is gone. They got Donkey Kong and Jr. on CNN. I got Donkey Kong and Jr. on CNN.
Oh boy, here we go.
I got
among African Americans by police and to end systemic racism. Toppling statues of suffragettes, abolitionists, or even Ulysses Grant is not going to accomplish that. And by the way, you can request legally to have statues taken down. I think that's the better way. But
yeah, it's pretty much destruction of fucking government property or state property. Back when I was a kid.
Completely wrong, and quite frankly, most liberals are pacifists, and this doesn't help. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. He wanted peace.
Pretty much.
Peacefully, would not give up her seat.
Mutton tearing all your statues down. You know what? You're taking away from the fucking integrity of the whole fight. Is what you're doing. You're a punk.
Often silence, and that does not help the cause.
You can't look straight in the face. Well, fucked it up to begin with. You know what? Then you don't deserve to live. As far as I'm concerned. Because live a little bit before you ever pull your bullshit. Fox.
Lunatics would be appeased by
NBC. 11th hour, gay at night, motherfuckers. Dick and head. Country. That's the best thing we got right here, America. You know what? We're hit like dog shit. Sorry. We got riots and the fucking thing is COVID-19, and we got two mutton heads. Bah! Bah!